Hi, welcome to my channel about robotics, physics and embedded systems. The focus of this video is my ESP32 embedded device, right here, connected to a servo motor, a physics motor of some kind, and electronics. And last time I started to do pulse modulation for this motor, for these motors again, using the ESP-IDF toolchain. Unfortunately, it didn't work out quite the way I had hoped, but here's to a new attempt. And for that attempt, I switched to screencast. So, since it didn't do anything, I, just like last time, have the camera view, source code, and the control. And with monitor, I can watch what is happening. Flash is, instead of monitor, that is, I can program, and because of lack of other camera, this is where I can spot the signal. And yes, it is supposed to be pulse modulation, but is it? So once again, let's monitor what is happening. And it says angular rotation, but the motors right here and here are not showing anything, and neither does the signal. Not a thing. So that's not very good. Question is, why is that happening? Minimum pulse width, maximum pulse width, servo minor degree, max degree, all makes sense. And also, what I need to know is obviously the GPIO, because the GPIO is the port where the signal is sent from. And if I'm not mistaken, I checked that last time. So let's check again. GPIO. Servo pulse GPIO. Servo pulse. That is probably because it is capital. Servo pulse, and it is not known. So I need to find that one, and then I probably can find out what the pulse is. And servo pulse GPIO is set to 3, which makes sense since looking at schematics it says 3, and that is for the servo motor. But for the physics motor it says 16. Now I'm not quite sure if that would make a difference, but let's just see. So we replace this by 16. That's better. Now flash it. That may take a while again. And if correct, this black one should start acting, doing something, rotating, running, if correct. And currently this is a view on that thing, and I'm a little bit late with showing what is happening, but here you can see that the motor is doing a very nice running. So at least that is working. Now, what if I go back to monitor? Just one big positive signal. So that one is working, which does not explain why 3 isn't working, but that may be due to a missing cable somehow. So let's go to the hardware and see if port 3 is not doing anything. Very curious. Right, so the point is now that I have identified both wires which I in the past separated for controlling the visiting motor and the ST90 servo motor. One is 16, which works. One is 3, which doesn't work yet, but the wiring is fine. Took a while to check and identify, but it does. So how do I rename it? Well, simple thing is to say small ft, and here SG. That also means that I have to change the code a little bit. No. Set number. See, that helps. Now, servo pulse 61. That's good. 61. Now I can identify this one as FT, and I hope that will work out correctly, as SG. If correct, no, because GPIO number here will be overwritten. So that I have to check as well. All right. If anywhere. So let's go back to 61. Dot gen underscore GPIO number. Gen GPIO mem. Okay, those are the only occurrences. The only thing is, one is being overwritten with the other, and that is not nice. How to solve this? I'm not quite sure. So for now, commenting out. And SG is 3, so actually I am going to comment out this one, and not this, because now I'm going to test 3 once again. Flash. Which is much shorter now. That one stops. Clearly overwritten. But the other one, this one, is not doing anything as yet. Okay, I can stop this because it's not working. It should have worked by now. The question is, what is the problem? The only way to check is obviously the oscilloscope. What I did as a quick thing, because it didn't work out, was connecting the servo to 16. And as you can see, it doesn't work out. So on the oscilloscope, you can clearly see the nice pulse. And the FT motor, visiting motor, is running nicely. So does this actually indicate that the motor is broken? Let me check out if I actually write it correctly. And as far as I can check it out, yes, I write it correctly, which might show a faulty motor. And I have to say, in the past, I have had massive difficulties getting that SG90 motor working at all, but it did work eventually. But the reason that I get it now not working is not promising. Although I have to say that if I look at the way this cable is running, it may not be connected at all. Or is it? It is the orange cable that is actually PulseWidthModulation, which is working for this one. And where is this one coming from? From here. So is this a miswiring here? That's a fair question. I have to check that one out. And right now, you can see that it is a power question. Because right now, this motor is working, although very slowly. And it is a wiring question. So although this one is very rapidly working, this one is slowly working. So yes, the pulse modulation on the servo actually does work. And if I put the camera on here, top line is the fish-technique motor. Then the second line from top is the servo motor, as are the remaining two lines, being power and ground. Ground is 0, so you won't see anything. Power is nice, and it shows that everything does work. Is that the proof of this algorithm? Yes. What did I have to change? The port. What haven't I managed? Both motors separately. Well, that is still not as I like, but that's for another time. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment or suggestion and click the bell for notification. You can also follow me via Twitter and Instagram, and please support via either PayPal or Ko-fi, or by becoming a patron. Please also see for more interesting projects on my website, which is listed under the video. This is going to be continued. For now, have a great day, stay safe, take care, bye.